Against United in recent years, but the visit of Sir Alex and his team hasn't always provided happy memories for them. Who can forget the tears of the late Jack Walker on the night when United condemned Blackburn to relegation from the Premiership just 5 years ago. They bounced back so well from the trauma of going down, of course. Victory in the League Cup final, a top 6 finish in the Premiership is testimony to that. But last season proved very difficult for Blackburn, and this new campaign has also got off to a disappointing start. But Arsenal and Chelsea are setting the early pace in the Premiership. But of course Manchester United have played a game less than their rivals. And Sir Alex's squad can only get stronger, surely. We know that Ruud van Nistelrooy is still injured. We know that Rio Ferdinand is due to come back when he completes his suspension in September. We also know, of course, that Wayne Rooney could be on his way to Old Trafford in the next couple of days. An important match this for both teams. Blackburn with just that 1 point from their first 3 Premiership matches. Their 1-1 draw here against West Bromwich Albion. Can't afford to slip up again, having lost at Southampton. And at Arsenal, of course, in midweek, conceding 3 goals in both those games. And so far, they've gone behind in all their Premiership games. Manchester United, it's their 6th game of the season in various competitions. They lost the Community Shield, the opening Premiership match against Chelsea. They won against Dinamo Bucharest in the Champions League qualifiers and beat Norwich in their first home league game. So Manchester United, the most successful club in Premiership history, are hungry for more success. But Ewood Park has been a tricky venue for United in recent years. Blackburn are desperate to kickstart their own season today. We're live, Blackburn against United.
It's Norwich against Arsenal. Right now, though, Blackburn and Manchester United with Tony Coddy and Alan Parry.
2 players make their Premiership debuts today. This is Blackburn's new signing, Morten Gamst Pedersen, a 22-year-old Norwegian international midfielder whose transfer was completed only yesterday. And for Manchester United, it's the first Premiership start for 18-years-old Jonathan Spector, the American-born defender who played the full 90 minutes against Dinamo Bucharest in the Champions League qualifier on Wednesday night. A multitude of nationalities in the Premiership these days, and 2 of America's finest on view today. Brad Friedel is the state's #1 keeper, and at the opposite end of the field, his heir apparent, Tim Howard. Blackburn have only 1 point from their first 3 Premiership games. Arsenal and Chelsea already have 9 points each at the top of the table. United on 3. And surely they can't afford to let that gap get any bigger, even at this early stage of the new season. Chelsea at home to Southampton at 3 o'clock today. Arsenal visit Norwich, a 5:15 kickoff. And by the way, you can see that game here on Premiership Plus. Blackburn in the blue and white, of course. Manchester United in the red and white. Today's referee is Alan Wiley. Blackburn have experienced a very difficult opening. Arsenal in midweek, Manchester United today, away to Newcastle next Saturday, and they have to face a trip to Chelsea in October. The fixture list really couldn't have been more unkind to them. Smith has made a sensational start to his Manchester United career, of course. But if Wayne Rooney does join, is he guaranteed a place?
Not sure he will be, but he won't worry about that. He'll just go out and do his 100% best today, Alan Smith.
As the effervescent Paul Dickoff will here for Blackburn. Howard had to race from his goal to deny him. Looking again for the Scottish international. Scholes has it back for United under pressure from Thompson. Howard decided to take a second touch. Amaruso ahead of Smith. Scholes with a lovely ball for Gary Neville. And the crowd enjoyed the first challenge from the new man Pedersen. Cristiano Ronaldo less impressed. Here he goes. And Scholes has got into a great position just ahead of him.
Great effort from Ronaldo. I don't think he was too happy with the first two challenges that come in on him. When he did get the ball this time, there was only one thought in his mind. There's a little roll over there. Not the best shot in the world. A better play from Ronaldo.
Late start, of course, to his Premiership season after representing Portugal in the Olympic Games. And, of course, having gone all the way to the European Championship finals with his country. We didn't hear, by the way, Argentina won the Olympic gold medal in Athens this morning. And Gabriel Heinze, one of Manchester United's close season signings, played in that successful Argentine side. He's due back at Old Trafford next week. Scholes looking for Jemba. Ederson's interception. And a moment's misunderstanding, almost very costly there. You cannot afford to take risks with Paul Dickov around because he never gives up on anything.
Well, he chases absolutely everything. John O'Shea, you can see him there. He's saying, talk to me, let me know. He's waiting for the goalkeeper. It should be a goalkeeper's ball. The goalkeeper should be out, or O'Shea's got to roll it back to him. In the end, they don't do anything. Dickov's a bit unlucky. Bit of a kind of bounce. He's in on goal. You can see O'Shea steps out the way. Howard's late arriving. Dickov will do that all game long.
Smith, an equally fiery character, of course, at the other end of the field. Ederson. Here goes Dickov again. What a good start he's made. Ferguson under pressure from O'Shea. Two guys just dwelt on it a little too long, but Blackburn have got into their game very early on here. Graham Souness believes they've had a good 45 minutes in each one of their matches so far, but they've obviously got to sustain it for a longer spell. Looking for Stead on the far post, and Thompson was coming in just behind Spector.
Good ball in, wasn't it? Good movement as well from John Stead. You see he pulls away, then he darts in between. Sylvester stands his ground, good defending. Great ball in from Ferguson.
Ferguson serving a one-match suspension for the Arsenal game in midweek as a result of the 2 yellow cards, which also resulted, of course, in a temporary punishment for the referee at Southampton last week, Andy D'Urso. Stead. It's 10 months since David Thompson appeared in Blackburn's first team. He had a serious knee injury, had to go to see a top specialist in the United States to get that sorted out, and he's had a thigh problem at the beginning of this season.
That is the question mark. How long will he last in this game, David Thompson? It's okay coming back. When you do come back, the first 3 or 4 games, you're fine. You get through on the adrenaline. It might only last an hour today, but it's going to take a while to get his full fitness back.
Here's Ronaldo at the peak of his fitness. Just got caught as he played it off to Smith and believes he should get a free kick for that.
I think it was a foul. 2 guy clipped him. Ronaldo again comes inside. Another good run just as he passes it. He gets clipped by it. It's a foul. Should be a foul.
At the last 5 minutes against Norwich, his only Premiership appearance so far. Terrific header away by Gary Neville. United win the throw. Manchester United lost no fewer than 9 games last season, and 6 of those defeats came away from home, including here at Ewood Park. That's out of play. And he got the winning goal in the corresponding game last season. John Stead, one of 6 that he scored in 14 appearances in his first campaign at this level. Still only 21.
It's a good prospect, doesn't he? Again, in your first season, it's pretty easy in the first season. The goals fly in. When you start your second season, that's when we find out how good the player is. But I'm confident John Stead will do a good job for Blackburn.
Great Short's clearance has gone straight to Ronaldo. Jemba. Neville under pressure. And Spector has to make a decision here. He made the right one. Thompson. Little nudge there, which the referee has spotted against Cleberson. Free kick to Blackburn. It's the last thing Thompson wanted on his reintroduction to Premiership football. The former Liverpool and Coventry man has played less than 50 games for Blackburn in his 2 years here.
Again, it's a little clip from Cleberson. Just comes through him at the back. Little clip on the back of the left calf. Lands a bit awkwardly as well.
Blackburn will have to continue with 10 men for the moment. Ferguson losing Scholes. Two-guy. Matteo. Well, they lost the edge of that attack. Amoruso having to go all the way back to Brad Friedel. And here's the Italian again. Trying his luck with the early ball for Stead. Pedersen drifting in behind him. Here is the Norwegian. Big test for him against Gary Neville. Two-guy. Gets it back from Matteo. Thompson's just rejoined the play, incidentally. Ferguson. Two-guy. And here is Thompson. Not the worst ball. Pedersen coming in on the back post. A very important clearance by Neville. Sets United clear with Scholes, and now Ronaldo. And Smith at the moment has lost his marker in the Blackburn penalty box. Here he is!
Fantastic counter-attack from Man United. Scholes is the one who does the damage in the first place. He gets the other side of Two-guy. Two-guy's chasing him. Alan Smith, good movement. Giggs is arriving late as well. Fantastic ball in from Ronaldo. Good defending though, isn't it, from Amoruso? Had to clear that one.
John O'Shea has come forward for this United corner. Sylvester is there too. Two guys should get it away, and does. Stead. Good early layoff for Ferguson. Kick off ahead of him. Two Scots who combined so superbly in the match at Southampton for an excellent goal last week. But a poor ball this time by Paul Dickoff. Cleberson with a glorious first-time pass for Ronaldo. Scholes, Smith and Giggs all in the box, and he couldn't find any of them.
Striker's dream, that one. Started the game fantastically well. He's getting brilliant service as well. The pass from Cleberson, superb. Ronaldo gets it out of his feet very, very quickly. There's only one thing on his mind here. He's going to just take a little touch, whip it in. What a great ball. Just no one on the end of it.
Despite those 6 away defeats last season, Manchester United still managed to win 11 games on the road, and Chelsea were the only team in the Premiership who won more away games than that. They don't do draws, Manchester United.
I think you need draws on the road though, don't you? You can't just win games and lose games. You need to pick up the draws. You need to get the occasional points. That's how you build your points tally. You can't lose anything like 6 away games in a season. If you want to win the Championship, that is.
And they're used to doing that, of course. Premiership champions 8 times in 12 seasons. Twice runners-up, twice third. It's 13 years now since Manchester United failed to finish in the top 3. Giggs doesn't often get those wrong. Amoruso thought about feeding Stead in early and perhaps should have done. Spector winning it back. Ronaldo for Manchester United. Neville on the overlap. 3 in the box again for United. Giggs. Neville's cross. Back to Giggs. And Blackburn making hard work of that. Friedel's decision to punch, almost landing his side in a very difficult situation.
Well, I've got to say that's poor goalkeeping for me. I think if you can get both hands on the ball, you've got to catch it. That's what Friedel does. 2 hands, he's got to catch it. He just punches it straight out to Giggs, and of course you can't afford to do that. I like to see the goalkeepers catch the ball. Why punch it when you can catch it?
Stead's flick on, cleared by Sylvester. Smith, and the referee has adjudged that to be handball by Alan Smith.
David Thompson struggling to me, Alan, I think. He's having a word with Graham Souness now. Hasn't seemed to have recovered from that earlier challenge from Cleberson. I think there might be a change in a minute, yeah. They've got Brett Edmonton, haven't they, to come on. But when a player, so often happens when you have a long-term injury, you just pick up little nibbles. He hasn't done anything wrong, David Thompson.
There's Ronaldo again for United. Brought down. John Stead will become the first caution of the game.
He can have no complaints either. Ronaldo's away, isn't he? A little clip from Stead, just stands on the back of his heel. No questions at all about that being a yellow card. I think sometimes as a forward, when you're tracking back, you know he's away from you. You know in a way it's better to pick up a yellow card than let him perhaps run in on goal. That's what John Stead was thinking. I'd rather pick up a yellow card than let him have a shot.
But the goal will still be under threat. Ryan Giggs with the free kick for United. Looking for O'Shea. Neil. And that's poor. O'Shea. Ronaldo has switched to the left but finds himself offside. Emerton prepares himself for action just in case Thompson does have to come off for Blackburn.
Well, he should be able to run it off, David Thompson. It was only a kick. Just if he landed awkwardly and twisted his ankle, he certainly won't be able to run it off. For me, he looks like he's struggling.
Blackburn have beaten United 1-0 in each of the last 2 seasons in this fixture. And they drew the 2 seasons before that. So it's now a total of 6 years since Manchester United won here. Sylvester header, away by Craig Shaw, and then Amoruso. Thompson, didn't look right. Spector. Jemba. On to Scholes, Giggs is with him, and here is Ryan Giggs. Good work by Matteo.
Well, it was good work by Matteo, but I think it was one touch too many from Ryan Giggs. I know it's not his favoured foot, the right one, but he's surely got to have a swing at that.
Thank you.
Once again, Sylvester and O'Shea join the throng in the penalty box. Clearance was by Short. Gary Neville knocking it back in, but that'll be offside against Giggs. Looks as though Graham Souness has decided he is going to have to replace David Thompson. Wins the header. And Ferguson does likewise. Pedersen on for Dickoff. Strange clearance by Spector. He is a naturally right-footed player, and he is really a centre-back rather than a left-back, so it's far from being his best position then. Referee stopped play because he's realised that Thompson's got to go off. That's a shame for him. Terrific little character and a big quality player for Blackburn Rovers when they can get him fit.
Number 7.
Yeah, we saw him before the game. He had a big smile on his face, looking forward to playing today. Can't continue, and you do feel for him when he's had so long off. But I know one thing, against Manchester United, you can't have any players struggling with a slight injury. If they are, you've got to get them off and get a 100% replacement back on, which is what they've done with Edmonton.
Here's Paul Dickoff. Good turn! Oh, what a goal! What a start to his Blackburn career! Brilliant effort!
Fantastic goal, isn't it, by Paul Dickoff? Shouldn't be any danger at all for United, but what he does do, backs into Silvestre, uses his body, and the touch is superb because he gets it out of his feet, drives it across Tim Howard. He's got no chance. But look how he uses his body strength, shrugs off Silvestre, goes across the goalkeeper, which is what you should always do. He's looked lively, but what a great finish from Paul Dickoff.
What an inspired signing he was by Graham Souness from Leicester City in the summer. And of course, to make things worse for Manchester United fans, he used to play for Manchester City. His first goal at Ewood Park, having scored his first Blackburn goal at Southampton a week ago. A classic striker's finish that the fellow alongside me would have really appreciated. Here's Everton. That's a tester as well. Pedersen on the back post and a corner.
Good play for Brett Emerton. I mentioned about Pedersen at the start of the programme. He put Gary Neville under pressure on his team a corner. But what a goal from Dickoff. Fantastic goal. I think the thing that inspired him last week was when he wasn't in the starting 11. Come on, looked really lively at Southampton. He's in great form at the moment.
And keeping out Dwight York, the former Manchester United player, of course, on the bench today, York. Instead, Spector wins it back. He's finding the route back to his goalkeeper, cut off. Settled it well, the young man from Illinois. Silvestre. Well, shades of deja vu for Manchester United, who remember have lost their last two visits to Ewood Park by 1-0. Paul Dickoff won't give up, that's for sure.
There's the goal again, thrown into him. It's the body strength that makes it, and then when it does come to him, it's the touch that sets him up. He enjoyed that. He knows how good a finish that was. Left foot volley, excellent finish.
In the starting place, of course, against his first club Arsenal in midweek after his excellent display as a substitute in the second half at Southampton. And Ferguson's attempt to shake hands there with Cleverson was brushed aside by the Brazilian.
And that's Ferguson's way of saying don't kick David Thompson again. A little bit of retribution. Cleverson's not happy, he's played into him. Yeah, it's a little clip on the heel, very similar to the one that see Thompson go off.
Mr. Wiley just laying down the law to Barry Ferguson. It might become a quiz question. When did a player get 2 yellow cards in the same game and stay on the field? Now here's Paul Scholes at the other end, just denied, but a chance for Smith to equalise, and still, good save, one-footed by Brad Friedel. Spector. Giggs. Ball lay off straight to Tugay. Blackburn have had a let-up.
They went to sleep, didn't they? They didn't pick up the run from Paul Scholes. Good save from Friedel.
Silvestre. Now O'Shea for Manchester United, who trail 1-0 here. Gary Neville. Away by Short. Edison finding John Stead. Jemba doing well to win it back. O'Shea. Silvestre finding Giggs. Took that beautifully, Giggs, but Lucas Neal wins it back using his hand. Free kick to Manchester United.
I think it was intentional. Great skill though from Ryan Giggs. Gradually coming into the game. It was all down the right hand side to start with Ronaldo. Just starting to use Ryan Giggs a little bit more now.
News from the dressing room, by the way, David Thompson was substituted because of an ankle injury. So nothing related to the serious knee problem that kept him out for so long. Free kick will be taken by Cleverson, who scored his first goal for United in a 2-1 win against Blackburn last season. No, it's short, but he will hit it in the end and hit it accurately as well.
Not sure Frieda would have saved that if it was on target. The ball was moving in the air. It's a good free kick. Ronaldo runs up to Cleverson. He wasn't sure how near that was, Frieda. Well, I think he was unsighted. This is the earlier chance. It's a great first touch from Scholes. It's fortunate it comes to Alan Smith, does the right thing, tries to go across the keeper. I was harsh with him with his handling earlier on. There's nothing wrong with his feet. You can't save it with your hands. Just keep it out the goal. Good goalkeeping that time from Friedel.
Things have turned out differently, I suppose. He could have been in Athens. He's competed in 2 Olympic Games and 2 World Cup final stages for the United States. Smith. Here's Spector. Scholes. Oh, yes. Great play by Paul Scholes. Here's Neville. Away by Craig Short. Eric Jemba. Cleverson under pressure from Dickoff. This is better from Manchester United. Spector. Smith's layoff. Good football. Spector kept going and got his cross into Scholes. How well the young American did there to earn a corner.
Great run from Spector. Shouldn't really have gone the end of it. He just continues his run. Comes off him. Everyone thinks it's going out. Doesn't give it up. Scholes gets the flick off Friedel.
Another good shot by the Brazilian Cleverson. Another corner off Lucas Neal.
Blackburn have got to concentrate now. They've got this goal up. Make sure they don't go to sleep. They've got to defend properly.
Centre-back's in waiting again. Went over Smith's head. Straight to 2 guy. Stead. Held it up well. 2 guy gives it away carelessly. Neville. Scholes. Sylvester fails to win the throw. It's gone Blackburn's way. First time this season that Blackburn have led in a game. So Dickoff goes down, expecting a free kick. Spector for Manchester United. There's Neville. United have already lost, of course, at Chelsea on the opening weekend. Very short, I'm happy at the decision that's gone against Blackburn here. Ronaldo. By Jemba finds Neville. Free kick. Got some sympathy with Patterson there. I thought Ronaldo just ran into him.
Well, he did. And particularly the assistant's flag didn't go up either. Ronaldo pushes it past him. Yeah, he uses his shoulder, doesn't he? Takes him out. He knows he's not going to get the ball.
Yeah, to be fair, seeing it again, Mr. Wiley was spot on.
Yeah.
Home fans not impressed, nonetheless, with what they thought were antics from Ronaldo. Giggs will take the free kick. O'Shea! Ferguson with a half clearance, and then Emerton helps it out. Warning cheers from the crowd. Foul against Eric Jemba. It's played all 6 games for United this season, the Cameroon international.
I think there's more to come from him, isn't there? And Cleberson as well, I would say, in midfield. Big game for both of them today. Big players to come back into the side to try and win their place. Once you've done that, keep in there.
Pedersen. Kickoff's layoff finds Ferguson. Here's Emerton. Pedersen coming in from the far post again. It's part of his game that's very effective, and he got a lot of goals in Norwegian football doing just that. Ronaldo. Not quite the pass they were looking for. And nor was that from Everton to Neil. The 2 Australians not on the same wavelength then. Here's Giggs and Scholes for Manchester United. Clever ball for Giggs, but he's offside.
Shouldn't be offside. He's looking across the line. He's not happy with it, Ryan Giggs. I think he's level, isn't he? I thought the forwards used to get the benefit of the doubt. Obviously not anymore.
Said from the heart, that.
It's true, though, because we all want to see attacking football. The directive was to give the advantage to the forwards. No advantage there for Ryan Giggs.
Ferguson. Here's Tugay. Stead's header. Pedersen. Now Matteo has already proved his versatility. He's played centre-back, midfield. Today left-back for Blackburn. Giggs. Here's Alan Smith. Well, he was a bit over-elaborate. Emerton. He ran straight into Jemba, but Blackburn have a determined look about them at the moment. Neil. And they get a free kick. The challenge by Sylvestre instead.
Perhaps a bit fortunate to get it. There's a lot of tackles flying in at the moment, though. Referee Alan Wiley let a few go. He pulled them up on that one. Good position here for Blackburn.
Howard organising a wall, though it won't be a very big one from this range, I wouldn't think. Plenty of candidates to take the free kick. Three in the wall. It looks as though it could be the new boy, Edison. Will take it. He's only had one training session with his teammates. Took a deflection. A misunderstanding between Spector and Howard, 2 Americans, has led to a Blackburn corner.
I'm not sure if Tim Howard's not saying anything today, but that's twice he's been involved, twice he's got to shout louder. If need be, take the defender out as well, but make sure you get the ball.
Emerton will take the kick. Amoruso and Craig Short looking for space in the area. Sylvestre got it clear. Ferguson. That's good play by Ferguson, who was crowded there by Smith as he played it away. The whistle has gone. It's a head injury, or at least the referee thinks it is. That's why he stopped play immediately. Be interesting to see how he restarts. Not sure if he's given a free kick or not.
Yeah, he's given a free kick. It was just a strong challenge from Alan Smith. He did catch Ferguson. He was slightly concerned it might have been a head injury as well. Just a late challenge from Smith, isn't it?
I'm not sure the stoppage has done Blackburn any favours. We shall see. Well, Pedersen's had one go at it. Is he going to leave it this time to Amoruso? Yes, he is. And both of them need to go back to the drawing board, really. Sylvestre. Here's Neville. O'Shea. Now Smith. And Giggs takes on Lorenzo Amoruso and leaves him trailing, but the Italian just got a foot in there. Dickov's goal still separates the sides. Less than 15 minutes of the first half remaining, and given away by Sylvestre. Neal with the ball over the top. It came off Sylvestre's head. Away by O'Shea. And then Kleberson finding Ronaldo. Off he goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Giggs. Lucas Neal stuck at the job well, but it is a corner.
There should be a foul for me. Lucas Neal puts his arms up. Ryan Giggs, you can see him saying to him, it should be a free kick. He's got a corner. I think it was a foul by Lucas Neal.
In short to Giggs. And back in towards the far post. Sylvestre climbed highest.
Good ball in again from Kleberson. Short corner. Nothing else on his mind, just to whip it in. Sylvestre is arriving late. He's under pressure. He's going to do well to score from that angle. That pretty much sums it up for United. Had lots of pressure, but just haven't really created too many chances. Alan Smith had a good one saved by Friedel. All that pressure and domination, you've got to convert it into goals. And that's what Blackburn have done without having the actual percentage of the play.
Dickov. It's confident football from Blackburn Rovers. Russo finds Stead. Tuga. Stead's gone for the return ball and gets it, but in steps Sylvestre. Spector had to be quick, and here's Stead. Oh, well played, Mikael Sylvestre. Excellent defending. Kleberson. Great challenge there, and Blackburn will get a free kick. And possibly Kleberson will get a yellow card.
I think he'll definitely get a yellow card. Didn't get one for the challenge on Thompson. Going to get one for the challenge on Lucas Neal, though. He's just late, isn't he? Comes in, catches him. Lucas Neal flicks it on.
Second caution of the game. Stead of Blackburn was the first name to go into Mr. Wiley's book. Missed the first home game here against West Bromwich Albion through injury. Came back as a substitute last week at Southampton and started against Arsenal. He's had an ankle problem, and that wouldn't have helped it. Marusso's free kick over the head of Pedersen and Neville. Goal kick. Don't forget, on Prem Plus we've got a second bonus game for you, and what a game it is. Arsenal will their long unbeaten run finally come to an end at Carrow Road against Norwich? You can find out. Our show begins at 5. Neville. Given away by Eric Jemba. Not the most convincing clearance from Friedel. He's got away with it though. Well played, Everton. And he's foul Spector. Free kick to Manchester United. Marusso's clearance. Tugai. Here's Matteo. good header on by Stead. Emerton. Kick off for Pedersen. Waiting for the ball to the far post. Here's Ferguson. Alan Smith for Manchester United. Still a goal down here. Sylvestre. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good stuff between him and Neville. Ronaldo goes for goal.
Great play from Ronaldo. The little flick to Gary Neville is superb. Comes to him, he knows what he wants to do, just lofts it over his head. Comes back to him again. Again, he's got every right to shoot from there. His shooting's not up to scratch at the moment, but his overall game has been really, really good today.
With home games against Everton and Liverpool coming up and a short trip to Bolton in between. So Alex Ferguson will certainly want to reduce the early season gap between United and Arsenal and Chelsea, the top two. Defeat here at Ewood Park was not on the agenda, even though it has happened in 2 successive seasons. Here's Pedersen for Blackburn. Into the goal scorer, Dickoff. He finds Stead. Poor first touch, but he's got away with it. Dickoff says, I'll take over. Oh, brilliant play by Paul Dickoff. Absolutely brilliant. He was unlucky he didn't get a free kick in the end. United have given it away. Matteo, Tugai, Ferguson. Now Emerton. Russo goes for the long ball. Too long in the end.
Good play by Blackburn though, kept the ball, worked it well. Again, Dickoff heavily involved. Perhaps should have had a free kick.
Good run here by Cleverson, who was taken out by Lorenzo Amoruso.
He'll plead his innocence, only Amoruso, but again, he knows exactly what he's doing. Cleverson takes a touch, the old left arm's up. No complaints on that one.
And despite the typically Italian pleading gesture,
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Scholes stroking it to the other side of the field to O'Shea. And the flag has gone up. The flag has gone up. It won't count whatever happens here. Free kick to Blackburn.
Again, there was a bit slow to react, Blackburn. Dickoff had to go to the man out wide. You can see Ronaldo's just slightly offside. They certainly gave O'Shea far too much space there. They have gone asleep a couple of times. Man United, you know they're bright, you know they're sharp, you know you're going to take quick free kicks, quick corners. It's too many times, I feel, 4 times Manchester United.
Stead, Dickoff. Strong defending by Sylvestre, but he's given it away to Emerton now. Ferguson, clever ball. Spector's got to see that out. He obviously doesn't know about Paul Dickoff, who will run and run and run until the ball's left the pitch.
Always feel it's a dangerous game for defenders to play when you just try and usher the ball out, especially with the likes of Dickoff behind you. You know that he's never going to give it up. He's a bit unlucky he didn't keep it in play.
Jemba. Now a chance for Ronaldo to get at Matteo, but he didn't give him that chance. Good defending. And try again, perhaps. Matteo just took his feet. Well, it was a wasted free kick that could prove costly here for Manchester United. Tugai. Playing some good possession football, Graham Souness' team. And there's a fine ball down the line for Everton. And the corner if it goes off Spector. it is.
Paul Scholes is not happy with that. He's saying to Alan Wiley, you got him away. They took the free kick very quickly. It was almost a body check from Alan Wiley on Paul Scholes.
Ferguson, Emerton again. We thought we saw a gap, but the shot not convincing. The problem last season for Blackburn was keeping clean sheets. They let in 59 goals in the Premiership. There were only the 3 relegated teams at the bottom who let in more than that. Graham Souness has worked very hard at improving them defensively, but remember, they let in 3 at Southampton, they let in 3 at Arsenal. So far, they have a clean sheet. A 1-goal lead. Ronaldo. Jemba wants some support and gets it from O'Shea. Now Neville. Useful ball in if Smith can get there. And it's come to Scholes, who hesitated. Cleverson.
Goal kick. Good defending from Dominic Matteo at the far post here. Cleverson did eventually put it in. Just stood his ground. Knows there's no one behind him. Ball's played in by Gary Neville. I thought Scholes was going to hit it first time. In the end, he had to pass it back out. Ronaldo's well offside. Cleverson puts it in. There's Matteo. Just ducks under it. Good defending again.
O'Shea. There's Neville. They've had a lot of possession themselves, Manchester United, in this first half, but they haven't looked that effective with it.
No, I think one of the problems is they've got Alan Smith up front on his own. Paul Scholes, as we see here in the centre circle, there's not too many options up front when the ball does come into the box. They've got the likes of Sahar perhaps who they look to bring on in the second half.
Here goes Ronaldo, nothing wrong with that challenge. And a chance for Blackburn to break again with Ferguson in possession. Tuga. Worked it out well to Matteo. Dicko. Well, it was ambitious and Spector read it well. Ronaldo. Spector's continued his run. Smith and Giggs are also in the box here for United. Over Smith's head. O'Shea fouled by Paul Dickoff. Blackburn having to withstand late pressure here in the final minute of the first half. Smith. There's Ronaldo. Spector. Scholes, but well anticipated by Ferguson.
There'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of time added on.
2 minutes of stoppage time. Paul Scholes for Manchester United, who trail 1-0 here. Cleverson. Oh, what an effort! Oh, what a great save!
Fantastic save from Brad Friedel. I was thinking to myself, just as he come inside Cleverson, that if they restrict him to long shots, they'll settle for that. But look at the dip on the ball. Looks like it's going well over the bar. Fantastic save.
Sylvestre header. Two-guy gleefully clears. And it's come to Paul Dickoff. Stead. Doing well here, Stead. Single-handed run this. Oh, and a brilliant little ball inside, which was cut out by the new man, Spector, against Blackburn's new man, Pedersen.
Spector done well. Pedersen was in. Good run from Stead, run 50 yards. Good interception though by Spector.
Ronaldo. Clever. And Cleverson to Smith. Scholes. On to Neville. Matteo across to cover. Giggs keeping his eyes on the ball. Cleverson got in his way a little bit. And it's Amoruso who clears. Seconds remaining for Blackburn to hold on to this precious 1-goal lead. Paul Dickoff felt that Blackburn should have had a free kick. Smith. And that That is a foul by Amoruso. He's got to be careful, but he's lucky because the whistle that sounds is the half-time whistle. And Blackburn do go in with a one-goal lead, given to them in spectacular fashion by Paul Dickov. A brilliant finish, and it took some brilliant goalkeeping at the other end by Brad Friedel to prevent Manchester United, and in particular their Brazilian Cleverson, from equalising. It's 1-0 to Blackburn, but a necessary one by Sir Alex Ferguson as Blackburn get the second half underway. And they know there's still a lot of work to be done here, especially with their home record. Blackburn suffered 10 defeats here at Ewood Park last season, easily the worst record in the Premiership. But they did beat Manchester United 1-0, one of only 5 home wins. Foul there by Smith.
As expected, Lewis Sahar gone up front alongside Alan Smith. Scholes now dropped into the midfield. They'll have a bit more bite in the midfield, but more importantly, I feel, when they do get the ball forward, to have 2 forwards up there, I think you need that in the Premiership.
Neville's clearance. Sahar could get his first touch here, but Shaw climbed above him. It's gone to Ronaldo. Now Sahar. Quick, clever turn. Shaw can't keep up with him. Smith's well placed in the middle, but the cross was disappointing.
It was disappointing, but it does everything right. It's a great turn. Craig Shult's a man who's chasing him. Just a little drop of the shoulder, off he goes. Craig Shult doesn't want to run back that far with him. Gets his head up, he knows there's 2 options in the middle. It's just a poor cross.
Missed out, of course, on United's FA Cup campaign last season. He'd already played in the competition for Fulham. Lucas Neal. Fouled by Paul Dickov. Ronaldo. Lay off by Djemba to Gary Neville. To the ball for Smith. Ronaldo got caught there.
Not sure how much contact there was there. Ronaldo went down, he's won the free kick. That's the most important thing.
O'Shea, a possible target. Ronaldo has also gone into the Blackburn penalty box here. Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes over the ball. Giggs who takes it, and it's a great one too. Sylvester almost sneaked in on the end of it. Emerton needs a bit of help and got it from the challenge inadvertently from Djemba, but it's United's throw in. And here's Sahar. Sylvester. John O'Shea for Manchester United. Giggs with the flick. Pedersen. A bit short with that layoff. Matteo won't thank him for that. Djemba. Back to Neville. O'Shea playing it in behind Mikael Sylvester, who seems to have gone out to left back now, momentarily anyway, with Spector in the centre. I don't know whether that's a temporary or permanent change. Sahar. Scholes. Good ball for Neville. Djemba. Spector has gone back into his original left-back position, and here he is. Ronaldo. And he makes things happen, doesn't he? Spector. Giggs. Here's Paul Scholes. Spector slipped at the wrong moment. Smith wasn't going to give up on it. He's Manchester United's version of Paul Dickov in that respect.
Exactly right. He's not going to give it up, Alan Smith. Just chased after it. Lucas Neal was the man who was trying to usher it out again. Smith chases lost causes, as we know.
Rio Ferdinand due to end his 8-month suspension in September. Talking to him before the game, very relaxed, keeping himself fit, but obviously very frustrating, training every day. and then having no game at the end of it.
Come a long way since he was my boot boy at West Ham, Alan, hasn't he?
Ferdinand and Wes Brown, who's back training again. Van Nistelrooy should be ready in about 3 or 4 weeks. Keane in about 3 weeks. Manchester United squad will get stronger.
What they've got to do in the meantime is make sure they don't lose games, and that's what they're in danger of doing today.
Paul Dickov. Now Scholes for Manchester United. O'Shea. Louis Sahar. Giggs unmarked on the left. Emerton bowled him over before he could pass the ball there. Paul Scholes. And here's Sylvester. Useful ball in. Craig Short defended it well. Two-guy. Dickov goes down and gets the free kick. Foul by young Spector.
Good play from Dickov. He's not going to do a lot with it when it does come into his feet. What you've got to try and do as a forward is just try and wait for the little nudge. Down you go, win a free kick, and your team can rebuild again. Just kill the Manchester United attack off.
Helping Blackburn's cause. Away by Neville. Ronaldo can't get a grip of it. Here's Two-guy. That's better from United. Now Ronaldo again taking on Matteo, who's played him pretty well. Pedersen. Instead stretched and almost reached it. Smith with a header on. Was he fouled by Amoruso? The referee says no. Smith again. That's great play by Alan Smith. Thinks about the shot. Thinks again.
Great defending from Craig Shaw. Well, Alan Smith, perhaps looking for the penalty, does really well to get into the position in the first place. But what Craig Shaw doesn't do, he doesn't dive in there. He just waits and waits. When he does make his tackle, he gets the ball. It's good defending. Smith perhaps should have had the shot when he had the chance. A bit unfortunate in the end, just clips his heel.
The 18th season of his career for Craig Shaw. Over 600 games he's played for 5 different clubs. And he's had a wonderful career with all of them. O'Shea's clearance at the other end. Two-guy. It's clumsy. The Turkish international. Sahar. Taking on Amoruso. Good ball in. Smith was well placed, but Short was there again for Blackburn, and Amoruso's clearance. Finds Stead. O'Shea grappling for possession, but Stead held on well. Emerton. Here's Neil. Edison's unmarked far post. We spotted him. Gary Neville with a very important header away. Now Ronaldo. That's a good challenge. Ferguson. Here's Dominic Matteo. Stead on the far post. He was the target. And his loopy header could have easily caught out Howard.
Could have caught him out. It's a shame he didn't run onto Brett Emerton. They'd overloaded at the far post again. 2 against 1 there was.
And now the numbers more in United's favour. Ryan Giggs for them. Sahar screaming for it. Ronaldo looks for him. And Amoruso was very close to turning that into his own net.
Very close as well. Can never understand it when players don't try and clear it with their left foot. That's why he gets in trouble. Good play from Giggs. There's Ronaldo. He's got to clear it with his left foot. He's trying to clear it with his right foot. Very lucky.
And the United fans packed behind that goal believe their side are getting on top here. Blackburn hold on again and hold on to their lead. Now the newcomer Pedersen, who's done pretty well adjusting to the pace of the Premiership. He played that one in behind Ferguson. Still, it's run timely for Stead. Dickoff holds it up cleverly, but couldn't release it to Emerton in time. Smith. Good challenge by Amoruso.
I think he's given a free kick, hasn't he, Alan Wiley? It's like a training game at the moment because Blackburn win on the attack now. Manchester United left 4 forwards up.
Matteo struggling to cope with Luis Sahar. Great effort! Punched away by Friedel. Straight to Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo goes down theatrically. He deserves nothing for that. Nothing is exactly what he gets.
I don't like to see Amoruso doing it, but he's saying that he should have yellow carded Ronaldo for the dive. I don't like seeing players doing it, but surely if it's not a penalty, it should be a yellow card for diving.
Gary Neville with a risky back pass, and typically Paul Dickoff came sliding in to try and make life hard for Tim Howard, and it's boiling up here at Ewood Park.
Just a little bit of passion, nothing wrong with that. It is a late challenge from Dickoff. Just get on with it. Calm it down, says Alan Wiley. Not so that Paul Dickoff, he'll never change. There's Ronaldo. Gets the ball over Lucas Neal, and he just tries to scoop it over Amoruso. His left arm is up, but I don't think there's too much contact there.
Blackburn conceded a highly controversial penalty in stoppage time at Southampton a week ago. Here's Emerton taking on young Spector. And then hauling him down. He'll do well to beat an 18-year-old at pace. Scholes. Smith. It's getting very interesting here. Smith again for Manchester United. Leaves it to Scholes. On to Eric Djemba. Sahar makes the early run. And it's come back out to Ryan Giggs. Sahar! Scholes! Anything will do. Blackburn just got bodies in the way. Matteo with a great block. What a game this is now. Paul Dickoff. A wonderfully open encounter. Tugay. Now Ferguson with the early cross.
Superb defending from Dominic Matteo. Blackburn have got to get organised. They're still pushing forward. They're leaving 5 Manchester United players against 4 Blackburn defenders. They need 2 guys surely to sit in front of the back 4 for a little while and just try and stem this attacking mode of Manchester United.
He's certainly making for great entertainment.
Oh, it's a cracking game, but it's about Blackburn getting the 3 points. They need to defend and defend properly.
Sure, Graham Souness would agree with you. Neville with the header away. Matteo couldn't do quite so well that time, but my word, did he do well in that earlier United attack.
He did, didn't he? Again, a bit false. It comes to Ryan Giggs. He didn't have any options, but in the end he got Sahar coming in. There's Matteo with the first one. And Scholes as well. You've got to be brave as a defender. He was certainly brave there.
Here goes Cristiano Ronaldo again. A good cross. Smith!
Fantastic play again from Ronaldo. When you got Giggs one side, Ronaldo the other. Doesn't look like he's going to get the cross in. But again, it's Matteo up with Alan Smith, isn't it? Just does enough. It's just a bit high for Alan Smith. In the end, he was a bit static with the jump. Here's the penalty claim again. See it from a different angle. The slight flick, isn't it, from Amoruso? But I don't think that's a penalty.
Emerton's flick on to Stead. Now Dickoff. And it's his free kick this time. O'Shea reacts angrily, and he better be careful about throwing the ball away like that. Emerton. Oh, it's an interesting ball in. O'Shea's clearance. Emerton wins it again. Neal. Tugay. Here's Ferguson for Blackburn. Stead's layoff. Ferguson tries the shot. You can see what he was attempting.
Good play from Ferguson. Just didn't quite get his body right in the end with a shot on his left foot. Just a little give and go, isn't it? Into John Stead. Good little layoff. Perhaps he could have taken another touch. Decides to take it early. Drags it well wide.
Gone at Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers 1, Manchester United 0. This fixture has ended with that scoreline in each of the last 2 seasons. Scholes, Ronaldo, plenty forward here in the red of United. Amoruso stabbed it away.
Been some very good defending in this match. Lucas Nil one-on-one with Ronaldo. Amoruso didn't go across to help him, but what he did do, he just blocked the space, cleared it on the 6-yard line.
Poor corner, easily clear, but only as far as Jamba. Now Scholes. Well, that needed the intervention of Ferguson. Difficult bounce staring into the sunshine as well, but Stead did brilliantly then for Blackburn. Really good with his back to goal, holds the ball up well.
It's a good player, does the right things. What you want to see in a youngster, you want to see him holding the ball up, try and win fouls for your teams. Good link-up play. He's a good finisher as well. Got a big future ahead of him.
Well, remember, no team in the Premiership won fewer points at home than Blackburn Rovers last season, and they let in 31 goals here at Ewood Park. Only Wolves in the Premiership had a worse defensive record at home. So far, they've kept a clean sheet, but here goes Ryan Giggs on a weaving run.
What a shame the finish didn't match the run. Fantastic run from Ryan Giggs.
United pushing so many men on, it's a really open contest now. Look at the space 2 guys got. Good block by O'Shea. Ferguson. A bit optimistic, but Dickoff will keep working for it, that's for sure.
I'm sure Graham Souness will be thinking to himself, just defend, lads, defend, get someone in front of the back 4. Don't go on the all-out attack. Manchester United have got to take the game to Blackburn. They can hit them on the counter-attack. They haven't got to keep pouring forward in numbers. They're winning 1-0.
Giggs. Neville. Neil beaten to it by Sahar, and here's Louis Sahar again. Smith's well placed as well, near post. Well, he was a bit greedy there, Louis Sahar.
Not only was a bit greedy, I think he's gone too wide. Does well with a challenge, pulls out wide on the left. I think he's got it out of his feet. Strike it now, takes the extra touch, makes the angle difficult. Really, from that position, he should have looked to scoop it back across goal.
7 goals in 13 appearances after moving from Fulham back in January. Well, John Stead, who's worked himself to a standstill, is about to be replaced here. And he'll be replaced by a former Manchester United star. Just a few years ago, he was top scorer at Old Trafford. Dwight York. 4 years at Manchester United. 6 trophies in that time, including 3 championship medals.
Clapped onto the pitch by the Man United fans as well, which is nice to see.
Only ever scored 1 goal against his former club. That was for Aston Villa. And what a run here from Everton. Scholes, oh clever. Just lost Barry Ferguson, and the early ball for Louis Sahar. Well, Friedel's used his hands, his feet, and now his head to very good effect today.
All part of being a goalkeeper in the modern game. Done well there, Friedel. If he hadn't have done that, Sahar would have been in.
First thing York did was lose the ball, but Blackburn have it back with Ferguson. And now Pedersen. Harry Ferguson on to Dwight York, who was caught there by O'Shea. Dwight York only managed 4 goals in the Premiership for Blackburn last season. He did spend a fair bit of time on the bench. Two-guy. Neil. Emerton to take on Spector, who read him well. Ronaldo. Spector outside him. Now Smith. And the referee gives the free kick to United. 25 minutes to go at Ewood Park. Kickoff hadn't retreated, but then Sylvestre just deliberately kicked the ball against him. Ronaldo. Neil did well and gets the free kick as well.
Very well, Lucas Neil. Been a bit isolated the last 5 minutes or so. One against Ronaldo. But he'll give it his all. Didn't quite get the ball under control, Ronaldo, and when he does, just uses his strength. Arms up from both players. Again, good defending from Lucas Neil.
Well, we've been saying about all the key players to come back from Manchester United, about the fact that we're still in August, let's face it. But if they were to lose here today, Chelsea and Arsenal were both winners, there would be a 9-point gap already between the top two and Sir Alex's team.
Well, it would be a huge gap, wouldn't it? And we've seen them make that sort of points deficit up before, but I think with Arsenal and Chelsea being as strong as they are, you can't afford to be 9 points behind after only 4 games, even though United will have only played 3.
There are a lot of ifs in that equation, of course. It's goals. Now Ronaldo. Taking on Neil on the outside. Rather ambitious with the cross, kept in by Giggs though. It's a good ball in from Giggs, and the header from Smith produces another marvellous save by Brad Friedel, heading for the Man of the Match award at this rate.
I think it will be. Fantastic save from Friedel. Good header from Smith. Still can't get this goal though, United. You feel it's coming. But they won't if Friedel carries on playing as well as he is. Good play from Ryan Giggs. Turns Matteo, so great cross. Smith arrives late, unmarked. It's a nice height for a goalkeeper to save. You've still got to keep him out.
Smith gets the free kick this time. Taken quickly to Neville. Well, you remember in their first defeat against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, Manchester United had the lion's share of possession in the second half of that game without managing an equaliser. Edison lashes it forward. Paul Dickoff is caught offside. Intriguing finish in store here, whatever happens. 3/4 of the way through.
Sorry, Alan, I think United are going to have to push forward, aren't they? Need to push forward, and as they do, they'll leave gaps at the back. Can Blackburn exploit that?
Ronaldo's and United throw, and two guys says, look, I didn't do anything. A bit silly there, really. Little collision. Sensible referee, Mr. Wiley. I'm sure he'll just calm them both down. 3 yellow cards so far, and John Stead has left the field now, of course, having been substituted. So too has Cleverson. They have to double check these things after Southampton last week. Giggs. Now Emerton with the chance to break. The early ball out was intended for Dickoff. O'Shea got there first, then Matteo winning it back. Now this looks interesting. Paul Dickoff. Sylvestre did really well holding him up then, really well. Scholes onto Louis Saha. Smith's on mark just inside. That's a deliberate foul by two guys, surely. Or was it
Amaruso? Yeah, I think he'll be leaving the field.
Yeah,
he would not get away with that. Could possibly have been a straight red anyway. The fact he's already been yellow carded. As long as he gets the identity right, I think we'll see Amaruso's second yellow card.
A big decision for Mr. Wiley here.
Yeah, it's the right decision.
The second yellow, and that means dismissal for Lorenzo Amaruso.
They can have no complaints. Great defending from Silvestre in the first place. Saha makes the run. The ball spins as it hits the deck. He just nudges it in front of him. Amaruso's taking him out. Can have absolutely no complaints about that. Certainly from this angle. He knows what he's doing. He'll say, I didn't mean it. But he also knew he was the last defender.
And having missed a couple of games through injury, he now faces, of course, an immediate suspension as well, no matter how many times he shakes his head. And of course, it means that his team now have to survive 20 minutes against Manchester United with only 10 men. There's going to be an immediate change here, because obviously they're going to need another central defender on Blackburn Rovers, and Niels-Erik Johansson, the Swedish international who came in for Amaruso when he was injured at Southampton, will replace Paul Dickov.
Paul Dickov's been excellent today. Fantastic finish for the goal as well. It's just an impulse change. They need a centre-half on. Johansson comes on. He'll go in the back four. And they'll just leave Dwight York up front on his own. 4-4-1 they'll play in the last 20 minutes of this game. Can they hang on?
Well, it's going to be a nail-biting finish for Blackburn Rovers and their fans. 20 minutes with 10 men against Manchester United is quite a sizable task. And they've now got to face this free kick. Leaves it to Ronaldo.
Oh, it was a waste, wasn't it? I honestly thought it was made for the left footer. Surely going to be Ryan Giggs' shot. He leaves it. Ronaldo blasts it over the bar.
Looks like Liam Miller's going to come on for United. Sky Sports 1 tomorrow. We're not far from here. Bolton Wanderers take on Liverpool at the Reebok. Our programme begins at 3. And Monday Night Football, also on Sky Sports 1, is at Fratton Park for Portsmouth against Fulham. Blackburn will take all the time Mr. Wiley will allow them to take here. And Mantio's given it away.
But they've got to be professional now, Blackburn. They've got to waste time. It's been such a good game, but I think the sending-off's going to spoil it a little bit. They're going to have to waste time, try and get the clock to run down, defend properly. I think Sir Alex perhaps will look to make a change, because there's Dwight York up front and he's got 4 defenders with him. They certainly don't need 4 defenders. They can afford to bring someone else on.
Saha making a break here, but easy for Brad Friedel, whose string of superb saves in this game is edging Blackburn towards what would be a memorable win. But that job has just become that much harder with the dismissal of Lorenzo Amaruso. Scholes. Jemba. Back again to Paul Scholes, the game being played almost entirely in Blackburn's half now. But if United give the ball away that clumsily, it won't count. Emerton. Oh, brilliant run. Dwight York's the only Blackburn player up with him. Pedersen is arriving. He's the new man who could have made himself an instant hero.
Should have made himself an instant hero. Fantastic run from Brett Emerton. Looked like he'd lost control of the ball at one stage. There it is there. O'Shea has a lunge, gets nowhere near the ball. Emerton looks up, he's only got Dwight York in the middle. It's a fantastic cutback. He's just got to side foot it. Just got to side foot it on target, roll it in the corner. 2-0 would have been game over. He won't get too many better chances than that this season.
On, number 17, Liam Miller, to replace 29,
Liam
Jonathan
Miller
Spector.
comes on, the man who has gone off, Jonathan Spector, the Premiership debutant. As Smith finds Ronaldo. Good block by Pedersen, somewhat atoning perhaps for his rash shot moments ago, but Blackburn still under pressure here. Jemba, Ronaldo. As we move into the final quarter of an hour at Ewood Park. Blackburn down to 10 men. But lead. Miller will get his first touch. By Matteo. Edison's taken a risk there, but shows good skill, doesn't he? It's been given away to Jemba. Now Ronaldo. Oh, what a bizarre moment that was. With Lucas Neal almost putting into his own net.
I think the problem was he was so close to the goal. He's facing away from it. I think he's trying to chest it back to Friedel, isn't he? Very dangerous thing to do, though. Really, he shouldn't have took any chances. Lucas Neal should have headed it over. Friedel does get a touch in the end.
Two-guy who heads away. Poor ball there by Jemba. To Giggs' disgust.
And Gary Neville as well, shouting his head off at Jemba. Had time, just take a touch, get it down and play.
Can Blackburn Rovers hold on against the odds here? David Bellion might be the latest problem they'll have to deal with. Just getting warmed up by Sir Alex. Miller. Jemba. It's a clever ball for Paul Scholes. Great back healer. Louis Saha! He's done it again, Friedel.
Another fantastic save from Brad Friedel. People will be saying, why isn't he using his hands? You can't always use your hands. Fantastic save with his feet again.
Saha can't believe it. Scholes is waiting for the dropping ball. Here he is. Miller. Ronaldo! Another fine save! I don't want to preempt the award, but if he doesn't get man of the match at the moment, there's something terribly wrong. Friedel's made half a dozen.
I think he won it about half an hour ago.
Miller, Scholes. O'Shea. United turn the screw again on Blackburn Rovers. Ronaldo. Good little ball. Miller. Big shout for handball. Mr. Wiley not interested.
Certainly hit Johansson's hands. Did he mean it or not? That's the big question in football nowadays.
As Sylvestre pumps one back in, that's easy pickings for the big American keeper.
Well, they really should have scored, shouldn't they? Here's the penalty claims. It definitely hits his hand. Can't say he meant it. Great flick from Scholes here. You think Sahar's going to score. Friedel's going the other way, just sticks his foot out, flicks it up over the bar. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Blackburn can't get hold of the ball at the moment. Sylvestre. Difficult one for Giggs up round the chin somewhere, but he did brilliantly. Saha. Jemba. On it goes to Paul Scholes. Saha again. Free kick goes against him. And now Sir Alex will make another substitution. David Bellion about to come on.
Brad Friedel, fantastic saves. You see the angle, this is what he's looking at from Louis Saha. He's tried to read it going in the near post, his body weight's gone to the left. Still flicks it up, that's the header from Ronaldo. I think he should have done better with that, Ronaldo. You know when you're going for goal, when you're heading the ball, you've got to head the ball down. If he heads it down either side of Brad Friedel, it's a goal.
Jemba is the player replaced by David Bellion, who has actually scored in each of his last 2 appearances against Norwich and Dinamo Bucharest.
Will replace 19 Jemba.
Dwight York battling to win it and winning the free kick.
Done well Dwight York since it came on. He's up there on his own. Very, very difficult to play that position. Very experienced player though, knows what to do. Just let Gary Neville fail you, win the free kick. Blackburn should take all the time in the world with this one.
10 minutes to go at Ewood Park. It's going to be a long 10 minutes for Blackburn. Unless they can snatch an unlikely second, which they won't from this attack. Dwight York was offside. Manchester United, even at this early stage, we're not in September yet, heading for a second Premiership defeat. Emerton. Dwight York well placed alongside him here. Isn't the best ball. Edison. Oh, that's wasteful as well.
He's got to keep the ball. Doesn't need to force it, just keep it. Try and run it to the corner. Just waste a few minutes if you can.
Smith. 2 guys snapping at his heels. Miller. Bellion. He's got the pace to make ground here, but Edison just stabs it out. Miller. On to Neville. Bellion just reached it, and indeed off Matteo. Earns a corner. Urgency for United now. Not the moment he wanted his shoelace to come undone, was it? Here's Miller. Clever ball in. Bellion flashed an intended header at it. Miller back in to Bellion. And he's won another corner.
Well, we've seen 2 weeks running Blackburn, they do seem to switch off free kicks and corners. You've got to be aware of it. You know that they take short corners, United.
Ferguson in the right place to clear that one from Giggs. O'Shea. Here's Paul Scholes. Can he break the deadlock here as far as United are concerned and get them level? Miller. Good ball in, away by Matteo this time. They've got to hold on here, Blackburn, when they get possession. Ferguson. Neil almost reluctant to cross that halfway line. Ferguson knocks it into the corner for Emerton. Only Dwight York in the box. That's perfect for Blackburn. They've got a corner out of it.
Better play, wasn't it? Good ball from Barry Ferguson. I'm not sure Emerton wanted to run to the corner flag. Just played it down and get on the end of that. Keep hold of the ball. Won themselves a corner.
7 minutes and counting for Graham Souness and 20-odd thousand Blackburn Rovers fans. Graham Souness.
He's saying take a short corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it in the corner. Why pump it in the middle? There you go, short corner. Waste a bit of time.
Well, they latched on to what he was saying in the end. And they've got a free kick out of it, proving that the manager was right.
Well, he knows the game, doesn't he, Graham Souness? He'll be saying again now, short free kick.
Very frustrating for United, but perfect from Blackburn's scenario. Edison's going to take this one. They've only got Dwight York in an advanced position, 2 guys kind of hanging around on the edge of the area, and that is so silly.
Don't understand that from Pedersen. Why do that? He's run all the way from the left-hand side of the pitch to take it on the right. Just take a short free kick. He's still saying it, Graham Souness. You've only got Dwight York in the middle and 2 guys. 2 guys never going to win too many headers. They've just conceded possession.
Scholes. Neville. for Ronaldo. Now Sylvestre. Alan Smith. No team in the country better at scoring late goals than Manchester United. Can they find one here at Ewood Park? Ronaldo. Sylvestre. Then closing down the space. But here's Alan Smith. Looking for Bellion or Neville, far post. It was Neville who met it. And then Friedel in control as he's been throughout the whole game. Well, the battle of the two American keepers, there's no doubt who's coming out on top. But then again, Tim Howard's hardly had a thing to do in the United goal. He had to pick the ball out of the net, though. Shea. Bellion. Little nudge there from Matteo.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? How many attempts Manchester United have had. Double the attempts of Blackburn. Even more on target, 7 on target. I think nearly everyone's been saved by Brad Friedel, though. That's the problem.
Ryan Giggs, the Manchester United captain. It's a good ball for Zaha. Back to Scholes. He's done it yet again, Brad Friedel.
Well, I think every now and again in football, a player, or particularly a goalkeeper, can have a game where they do everything right. It's a fantastic save again. Manchester United must be thinking, will we ever score today?
Astonishing performance by Blackburn's goalkeeper. And he's called upon. I was going to say called upon again, but this time Scholes' header was wide.
Another chance for Paul Scholes. The header. Gets a first run. I think he should do better with that one to get it on target. But Brad Friedel's performance today has been absolutely sensational. He deserves to be on the winning team. They've got to concentrate for the last 5 minutes.
And Sir Alex's famed stopwatch will be out soon, I would think. As Dwight York ends Blackburn a free kick. Is Lightning going to strike again for Sir Alex and Manchester United in this corner of Lancashire, where they have lost by 1-0 in each of the last 2 Premiership campaigns? York's offside, and that'll infuriate Graham Souness, necessarily giving possession to United again. Paul Scholes, who must have thought that he'd scored moments ago. Zaha, Ronaldo. Here's Ryan Giggs. On to Neville. Now Bellion. Can Blackburn survive here? It's another decent ball in, and it's Sylvestre who heads over.
They're just throwing bodies forward now, aren't they? Sylvestre on the end of that one. Here's a good ball in from Bellion. It's difficult to score, though. He's going away from the goal, Sylvestre. Gets a good header on it. Can't direct it back across. For Blackburn now, it's just a case of discipline. They've got 2 minutes left, plus the injury time. Got to do the right things. They've got to keep the ball, try and get it into the corner. Just waste time, try and win 3 kicks. He'll be disappointed he was sent off. Can't even go out and watch the game.
Only 2 minutes of normal time remaining. These Blackburn fans aren't used to this situation, having seen their team lose so often here at Ewood Park last season. No one will be leaving their seats early today. On come Manchester United again in search of an equaliser. Even Bellion won't reach that, and he's quick.
Poor ball from Sylvestre. You're going to play the long ball, play it down the middle. Don't just put it out for a goal kick. Put it on Alan Smith's head, Zaha's head, see if they can win the header.
He's a much calmer character these days, Graham Souness, than he used to be. But he'll be churning up inside at this moment. We're into the final 60 seconds at Ewood Park. I would imagine there'll be a fair bit of stoppage time. We've had a lot of substitutions apart from anything else. And of course the dismissal of Lorenzo Amoruso. So there's still work to do here for Blackburn Rovers to secure a famous victory. got to face Neville's long throw. Cleared by Matteo. Sahar had a swipe at it. Here's Paul Scholes. Now Giggs. Ronaldo. Closed down by Lucas Neal. We've got a foot in, but concedes a corner. And the header was by Neville.
A good header as well. He thinks it should be another corner. Chasing after Alan Wiley.
They're booing Gary Neville, or the fact that the fourth official has just held up the board saying 4 minutes of stoppage time. Graham Souness shakes his head in disbelief. But they always say, don't they, you know, about 30 seconds should be allowed for substitutions. The Blackburn fans don't know whether to look away here, look at their watches, or just continue biting their nails. As Sylvestre goes forward again and finds Louis Sahar. Smith's in there, so is Sahar still. It's a free kick to Blackburn Rovers. Manchester United, playing only their 3rd Premiership match of the new season, are already facing their 2nd defeat. And he will know how serious that is, irrespective of who's to come back at Old Trafford and who perhaps is to join.
He'll also know with the chances they've had, they should have more than wrapped this game up. They've come up so far against the goalkeeper in outstanding form.
There's Dwight York. He loses out to a combination of Miller and Scholes. Now Giggs. Free kick to Manchester United. He's been called back there, and there's a bit of a kerfuffle off the ball as United believe that Blackburn were holding on to it.
Yeah, I think 2 guys going to get a yellow card for time wasting. Ronaldo trying to get the ball off him. 2 guy knows it's him, just pretending it's not, but Alan Wiley knows it was.
A card for the Turkish international and a free kick for Manchester United deep into stoppage time. And the ball brought forward. Paul Scholes tees it up. Giggs might have a say in this as well. Taken by Giggs, Neville's in there again, and Bellingham just misses it. Is that enough to see Blackburn through to victory?
In the end, I think they had too many bodies there. There was about 3 of them all going for the same ball. That's what put Bellingham off. He thinks they're going to head it. He stops his run. In the end, it came off a slight flick off Ronaldo. And that's why Bellingham couldn't get his foot on the end of it.
They're beginning to celebrate, but not convincingly. 60 seconds is a long time in a football match. Contrasting moods down there on the touchline, but United have got to come back and retake the free kick. Scholes. Is this the final attack for Manchester United? Louis Sahar. Smith! Unbelievable! With seconds to go, Alan Smith is United's hero yet again!
How many times did they do it? Amoruso's look says it all. Just got to say, what a great finish from Alan Smith. They just don't give up. They do not give up, and that's to their great credit, Manchester United. It's just a long punt from Scholes, isn't it? Sahar does his best, comes off the back of his head, I think. It's a great strike from Smith. Friedel gets his hands to it, but even he, Superman today, can't save that one. Did it come off his hand? Sahar's hand? It might well have done. I think it comes off Sahar's hand. That's handball. But there's no doubt about the finish. It's a fantastic finish from Alan Smith, and they've got out of jail, haven't they?
5 goals in 6 games. Old Trafford has a new hero. His name is Alan Smith. But Blackburn for the second week in a row, will feel aggrieved at the way a critical goal has gone against them. And there is the final whistle. An afternoon of high drama at Ewood Park ends with another highly controversial goal conceded by Graham Souness's team. Brad Friedel was magnificent in the Blackburn goal and repelled almost everything that Manchester United threw at him, particularly late on in the second half after Lorenzo Amoruso had been dismissed for a second cautionable offence. But Manchester United did not give up the ghost here. The question is, did Louis Saha deliberately use his hand there to control the ball? Looking at that picture, you have to say there's no doubt that he did. Smith smashed the loose ball high into the net. Even Brad Friedel couldn't save that. And Blackburn, for the second time in 7 days, will feel sick to the pit of their stomach. It'll be interesting to hear what Graham Souness has to say about that later. They almost clung on. But you have to say, in terms of possession and chances created, Manchester United certainly deserve something out of this game. But the goal they got and the point they've saved came about in a highly dubious fashion, as Friedel explains to his manager. What a game, though. What a second half in particular at Ewood Park. But it won't help those fans who will feel like they've been beaten here. They got their second point of the season. They know it should have been and almost was 3. The final score at the end of a pulsating match. Blackburn Rovers 1, Manchester United 1.